Well, hello. I know it's been a while since I've posted a video. A lot has probably happened since the last time I posted a video. And I feel a part of this process of doing the YouTube stuff and all of that, trying to bring my full authentic self, is to also be open about the times when it's probably hard to keep doing this. And I would say a lot has probably happened since last time I posted that video. So for those that don't know, I'm Bell-Consolver, and I'm a mental health therapist and a huge mental health advocate. And so my hope is to use this platform to do that and to give other people the voice to do the same. And since the last time I posted actually this video, my grandmother had passed away. And so that was one incident that was really hard. Our country just continues to, cast out, police brutality, systemic injustice. Unfortunately, I've also experienced that, personally, as it relates to systemic racism, daily microaggressions, macroaggressions, and over and over again, while still trying to be, a present Black therapist and a Black queer therapist specifically, has been pretty hard. And I can't lie and say that hasn't maybe impacted my motivation to do videos, to share a lot of stuff. So what I've been doing is I've been going inward, and I've really been focusing on me. I've been focusing on ways to uplift myself so that way I can help uplift my community. And I imagine I'm not the only person that maybe has been going through that. I imagine there might be some other people out there just like me that have been put in a place where you're constantly educating other people. You're constantly put in situations where you feel dehumanized, gaslit, or feeling as though like your needs are big burdens to everybody else. And especially if you are a Black woman, Black, queer, trans woman out there, I can only imagine how much of that you've experienced yourself, bringing up your issues or whatever just seems like an issue for other people. So I am talking to y'all, and I'm talking to y'all that maybe are experiencing what I've experienced. And I just want to tell you some things that I've taken away over the last almost 3 months since the last video was posted that has helped me. Okay. So the first one is that vulnerability is Vulnerability is the most courageous thing that you can do. I used to think vulnerability is a weakness, right? You don't show your feelings. You just do what you need to do. You toughen up. You're a strong Black woman. You don't show things. And it's taken me a lot to really unlearn that and realize, like, no, the strongest thing you can do is to show people when you're hurting, to show people when you feel things, because you deserve to bring your full self, to the table. And no amount of joy or gratitude is going to get you fully into that rejuvenated place if you're not vulnerable. So that is a thing I took that I hope you guys also take. Another thing I learned is that forgiveness is actually twofold, right? We learned, especially if you're a Christian, forgive and forget, right? That be like Jesus. But in reality, forgiveness is two parts, where you forgive the thing that actually happened. And then there's this whole second part that I never learned about, giving the thing that has happened and the impact it has had on you. So for example, I'm going to use a very silly one, is my grandmother's dog chased me up a tree when I was 6. And for me, of course I can forgive the dog because I can be around the dog, but then I got to forgive the fact that now I'm scared of every dog that I've come across, right? It's the same kind of concept. So thinking through that lens is really allowing, again, you got to be vulnerable to recognize that things have had an impact on you that you still maybe need to heal through and work through. And if not, that's going to influence your relationships in work, your relationships in friendships, romantic relationships, relationships as a person in society. That's why it's so important to do this work. Another thing I learned is that little things can add up. And we often think about that in a very, with the negative, it's like little bad things over time can really add up for you. And in reality, I thought of it more as the little things that I've done to bring me joy has started to add up. So I really had to start a lot of stuff, planting seeds in March. And I'm starting to really see wow, those seeds that were planted then are really giving me the opportunity to even sit here and make a video, to allow me, to get my hair done, things like that, to feel happiness, to smile. I was singing for the first time, this weekend. And so little things that you're doing, even if they don't feel that big, keep doing them because they will become bigger eventually for you. Hey, fourth and final thing is I learned and really self-reflected on this is I love being a Black therapist. Oh my gosh, do I love it. And I love being a Black queer therapist. But this week, at the time I'm making this video, I mean, it was George Floyd's, the murder cases, verdict came out. Ma'Khia Bryant's video was released. There's just so much happening at one time. And I always realized, but I didn't realize how important it is for Black people to really have somebody that sees them, hears them, that gets their experience. And it has been, I could tell it's been such a joy for me and a blessing to see God use me every day this last week. Because for me, I was like coming into work and doing this work was hard, right? Because I'm Black too, and I'm going through it. But to sit there with people and help them through racial trauma, to help them find hope, to help them go out and realize their voice matters and they can protest, like to fight the negative effects of racism that are given to Black bodies. It has been such an honor, I would say, to be a Black therapist working with Black people. And there's nothing that tops that, except, you know, I don't want to compare anything, but for me, it's like that has been a huge, huge source of my joy this week, is to see people coming in and leaving in such a much better place. And so that actually has given me the motivation to do these videos again, to see healing happen, to see how much impact can be had on a large scale. So I feel good. I feel back. I feel honest that, shoot, I hope this energy stays. And so that way I can keep doing things like that. But I hope you guys find ways to recharge, because I know I'm not the only one probably feeling burnout. So if you have things, add them in the chat, share them with other people, because I think it's important for collective healing to happen. It takes us being open and honest about the ways that maybe we're recharging and caring for ourselves. So I hope to bring some Couch Time with Kayla episodes this summer. I hope I keep this energy, this sunshine going through me. But either way, I appreciate you listening. Peace.